In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to make an Eduzzle interactive video lesson. To begin with, you're going to go to eduzzle.com and you're going to either sign up if you do not have an account or log in. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. It asks if I am a teacher or student, so I'm going to select teacher and then ask for my login information. You do want to set your account up with your Google sign in. That way it'll be connected to your Google Classroom and you will use that at a later time. So I'm going to sign in with Google. I'm going to choose which Google account I want to use. And then I am here in my kind of home screen. The first thing I want to show you is how you can see which curriculum is already there. Eduzzle has many videos in their library that we can pull from, or you can create your own. Today, we're going to pull from their library. So I'm going to click on curriculum. And because we're elementary, I'm going to click on view content for elementary schools. And then you can view videos by subject. You can view videos by grade. So let's go ahead and start by grade. And I want to say 4th grade. And then I can pick my subject. I'm going to click science. And then we are going to be working with matter. And we have the matter crash course for kids, states of matter, and then a Bill Nye phases of matter. Okay, so if you see a video here, it already has 19 questions done for you. This one has 10 questions done for you, and this one doesn't have any questions. So if you wanted to use this one, you'd have to go in and insert all of the questions that you would like to ask your students. So I'm going to click on this 19 question video. It is 23 minutes long, so keep that in mind. That's pretty long, but I'm going to go ahead and click on that and kind of show you what it looks like. So over to the right, it tells you at what point the questions are and at what kind of questions they are. So it's a lot of open-ended questions and multiple choice questions. And down here on the bottom, you can see where those questions go and where they are. So I'm going to go ahead and play this so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks
The
like.
whole universe is made up of stuff, and we call this stuff matter. But what does all of this mean? What is matter? What's the difference between the matter that makes up wood and the matter that makes up water? And why does it matter? See what I did there? Let's see if we can answer these questions, and we'll start with the simplest ones. What is matter, and what are particles? You might have heard that everything is made of matter, and that's true. You, soccer balls, iPads, even your pet Fluffy, all made of matter. So that's interesting. But what is matter exactly? The scientific answer is matter is anything that has weight and takes up space. You already know about weight, right?
Okay, so here is the first question. If you notice, the video stops and then you have your question. What is the definition of matter? And then the students would go in and they would type in their question. Depending on how you set your videos up, they might not have a skip button because sometimes you can set it up to where they have to answer each question, but they can rewatch the video that was there. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this.
That's just how heavy something is.
Pause this, but each one of these dots is a new question. So I can click and skip straight to that question
Has volume and weight.
so you can see what they all are. If this is a video that you like, we can click edit and we can edit the video and the questions that are there. Maybe we only want to show a portion of it, or we want to only ask some of the questions, or change some of the questions to be multiple choice or open-ended. You can copy it just like it is, and you can even assign or share it. If you were going to use this video in your class, you can just click straight here and click on assign. And you're going to select the class you're going to assign it to. Can you see I have all my classes here in that I have in Google Classroom. So I would click here and I would say assign it, and automatically will assign it to my students, just as simple as that. Because that video is 23 minutes long, I feel like it's a little long for my students to watch. So I'm going to look at this States of Matter video that's only 2 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I'm going to take the time to watch this video. We'll come back to our lesson shortly. Once I have reviewed the video, I want to go ahead and edit this video to use for my students. So I'm going to click on Edit. And from here, I can cut the video if it's a little long. This one's pretty short, so I'm not going to cut it. I can do a voice over of the video and do a narration, put my voice, maybe add some directions at the beginning, and I can add questions. I can add multiple choice, open-ended, and even a note. So I'm going to go ahead and play my video until I get to the point where I want to stop and add my questions.
Topic for today is
From here, I can decide where I want the questions to be. So I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to add in a multiple choice question. Actually, I want to do an open-ended question. What are the 3 states of matter? And save. And then I can keep playing it
in
and
solid
stop it where
state,
I would like
the
them.
particles of matter are very
Next
close
question.
to each other. So the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. As a result,
So I'm going to stop the video here and I can ask another question. And I'm going to choose my answers. And I'm going to choose the correct answer and click Save.
solids.
So now you can see where I've added 2 questions. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish here. If I was doing this for my class, I'd probably add a couple more questions, but I'm going to click Finish. And I now have these 2 questions put in and I can assign it, delete it, I can duplicate it if I wanted to make another version of it with different questions. But that is how you create a video with Edpuzzle.